All right. Live on Instagram, live on YouTube, live on Facebook. Okay. I'm going to do a quick introduction before we get into the actual work. Hello, everybody. I'm sure there's people coming on in to see what's going on. Um, let's see, double checking everything tech-wise. Let's see here. Let's just go for it. Lewis, Gandabella, good to have you guys. All right, perfect. Perfect, guys. All right, for everyone that's attending right now, what we're doing is a one-on-one live coaching demonstration. Right, we're going to demonstrate the work live. We're going to walk through the different deeper layers of those parts of ourselves that want to be met, that are causing us issues from the subconscious, and that show up as a fight or flight response in relationships and so on, right? And so healing is not, I want to demonstrate through these live coaching sessions that will happen soon, that healing is not in the mind, the intellect, not the rational mind anyways. It happens inside the body where that fight or flight response lives, where the abandonment lives, the shame, that feeling of not feeling safe, chronic anxiety, all of those things that cause us to do behaviors that we know we shouldn't do, but we keep doing them anyway, right? So those behaviors are trying to manage this pain inside, the abandonment, the shame, the rejection, not feeling safe, so on and so forth, okay? And so in this work, we are going to connect to the deeper rooted issues. And what it's like to actually meet ourselves, the parts that are crying and screaming and they want somebody else to soothe us. But the soothing has to come from within. Okay. The safety has to come from within, and that's by meeting these parts of ourselves. So, going to begin this, and we are going to start with Allison. Okay. Allison is going to be added to the stage right now. Okay. Hello, Allison.
Hey.
How are you?
Doing pretty good, and I'm listening, and I'm like, yes, yes, oh, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
absolutely. Yeah, well, it's so great to have you. And your courage to do this because it's not easy to be in front of people live doing this stuff.
nope, because my
But
anxiety is already like, oh, okay, are you really about to do this? And it's like,
yeah,
I need to because I've been through therapy for like the past 2 years, and I have been just struggling, and it's like I know kind of what I need to do, but
yeah,
it's still just that case of my part of my one of my coping has been intellectual, trying to understand everything, and
yeah, yeah,
the body just keeps getting.
absolutely. Well, this is going to be the how to the what, right? So you know what is like how do you actually heal? How do you touch these? How do you work with these deep, painful wounds, right? So I'll give you a moment to kind of collect and organize. Like, what is that big issue, that pattern, that behavior, that emotion, whatever that thing is, like what's top of mind that you're trying to work through and you're struggling?
And see, that's the thing, is that there's a few
Mm,
that I have, but I think a lot of it goes to that core of not feeling like enough, because even as a baby, I started getting grand mal seizures from neglect from my birth parents,
yeah.
and then I was given over to my guardians, and I never actually got officially adopted. So it was always that case of, if you don't do well enough, you'll go back to the state. And on top
Mm,
of that, it was the cases of, why is your last name not the same as your parents? Are you trying to fool us? Are you trying, it's that feeling of wanting to belong, and then just basically overcompensating of, I need to do well or I won't be kept.
yeah.
And well, in my adult life, that has definitely turned into perfectionism. It's turned into
Yeah.
fear of failure, fear of rejection.
Absolutely.
Um, and then some things happened when I was 13 where it was an entire trauma mess.
Mm.
The one I did call my sister, and that had left me really shaken. And I know as time goes on, like I keep getting stuck in that stage where all I'm doing is crying on that bed, wanting a friend, wanting anyone to want me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it, as I said, rejection is definitely one of those where rejection, abandonment are definitely tied real close into that.
Beautiful. Well, first I want to, really honor your vulnerability there. And you're a perfect example of someone that knows what the behavior issues are, where they came from, and then you're in that cycle because it comes up so strong, doesn't it? Where you feel it,
Yep.
and like all you're knowing, like, oh, I shouldn't be a perfectionist. I shouldn't chase love. I shouldn't beg for someone to want me. You don't need to do that, but it comes on, right?
Because of all these behaviors. Because
Yeah.
I was getting a little codependent. I was getting to the point of I could feel like he was pulling away and things like that. And
Mhm.
it's like, Betty, I feel the gratitude. I don't want you to go. And I can't, the anxiety just kept building, and I kept seeing more and more signs. And
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're feeling emotions right now, aren't we?
yeah,
Yeah. As you're feeling the emotion, what's the impulse?
to push it down
Yeah.
because I'm starting to get heightened again. And I know at least the moment that that's attached to is I was crying really badly at one of my friend's funerals. And my guardian had been, quit making a scene. You didn't know him that well.
Mm.
Things of that variety of just any time, any kind of outburst, any kind of either sadness or anger, it was always a case of making a scene, of not, of being dramatic or,
Yeah. Okay. So notice the emotion.
yeah, it's
If you could name it, what would you describe it as? Right? There's no perfect words, but to the best of your ability, what are you feeling right now?
definitely scared, anxious. Is kind of like I'm being scared of being judged,
Yeah.
of that I'm doing something wrong when I know I'm not.
Yeah. Right. So the intellect knows, but the emotion tells a different story. Right.
Yep.
Okay. So you're aware of the emotion. That's really good. You have a good sense of what it is. And so next, what we're going to do now is I want you to simply ask yourself, where do I feel this in the body? Okay.
Right here.
Keyword is where. Start to locate it. Yeah, right there, isn't it?
A lot
Yeah.
of the times when I'm feeling like I've been trying to do some of the work that you've been suggesting
Yeah.
in the self-guided course. It's like I feel the heartbeat here, but sometimes it almost feels like a second heartbeat here.
Yeah.
And it's always really weird. I know I've finally over the years been able to get that calmed down, but a lot of the times it's also on my leg to where I want to
So
feel.
here's what we're gonna do. Ready for it? Is I want you to drop the whole idea of calming this down out the window. Right? We're not gonna calm anything down. Okay. When you meet that, it's not like I gotta calm this down. Right? We're gonna not do that this time. Okay. Okay. And I'll guide you where if it feels too much, I'll help navigate to find that balance. Right? So I got you.
Okay.
So just put your attention right there here. You say it happens here. Sometimes it bounces around there. Yeah, stay right there. And it's good that you have your hand there because it adds a little bit of support, that touch. Yeah. So just continue to notice that location right there. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? But you're doing it. Yeah. And also, as you notice it there, notice where else in the body you feel stuff too, not just there. Where else do you notice?
As I said, a lot of the times it wants to move, it wants to flee. So a lot of it's in the legs.
Yes, right? I'm talking about flight response, right? So it feels uncomfortable, perhaps a little bit unsafe, and there's like a running sensation. I gotta get away. Yeah. So let's not make any of that wrong. Notice it in your legs, right? Your legs are trying to activate a little bit. What do you notice in your legs?
It's kind of a tingling feeling. It's
Yeah.
basically that it's like go ahead and it's that desire to move.
Yes. Yeah. So let's not make that desire to move any wrong. It's just, it's understandable. It wants to move, right? The body intelligence, it wants to move. So what if you could let your legs move just a little bit? If it could just do a little teensy wincy bit of a movement, what would it want to do? Just to have that movement.
What's happening right now is when you're on a swing and you have that rocking
Yeah.
motion back and forth.
Yeah.
As a kid, I used to love just if you put me on a playground, the first place I would go is just on the swings.
Yeah.
Actually,
So feel that with your legs right now then.
Yeah.
Yeah. That rocking motion. Yeah. Let it do what it wants to do. But really feel it. Not think about it, just feel the sensations. And right there in your muscles and joints. Nice and slow too, not fast, just nice and easy.
I'm just gonna twist it. I can do both of them because I'm just doing one right now.
Yeah, you're good. Perfect. Perfect.
Because anytime I used to basically swing so high and then I would just launch myself off and jump.
Yeah, we're going to use that for later on in this process. So it's a great anchor. That memory came in for a reason to support you. But let your legs keep going. Yeah. And as you feel your legs continue to do that, what do you notice happening in the chest again, where your hand is?
A lot of it's going down. Usually it's that really visceral tight feeling, and then it starts to climb up into the neck.
Yeah. What do you notice differently this time?
I can breathe a lot easier, which is definitely interesting.
Yeah. Keep being with it. Use your legs. Right. I want everyone to listen very closely, as long as you, Allison. Notice how we're trying to do nothing to calm anything down. Like I said at the very beginning, we're dropping that completely. We're working body intelligence here. Yeah. Your body is so intelligent. We just got to work with it and activate it. Yeah. Yes.
Which it's weird because it seems too simple.
Simple but hard at times. A lot of times. Yeah. But just let your legs do the thing it wants to do. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
we will go levels deeper. We're just kind of building that foundation piece that I can trust my body. It can help me work through this. And it is.
I think part of it too, it's like that memory too, is just like the wind through my hair. Just
Yep. You can feel the sensations as you imagine it.
It sounds again in my head. It's kind of drowning out the other noise, which
it's counterbalancing it is what we're doing, right? We don't want to make the pain go away. We just want to counterbalance it when it gets a lot. So you're doing that. Yeah. What do you notice up and down now? Take a moment.
A lot calmer.
Yeah.
Less ready to spring.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also because a lot of the time when I would pace, it would just basically be my mind just starting to go in circles again.
Yep. And notice how we kept you in the body more, right?
Yeah.
Muscles, joints, feel the sensation of the up here, but also down the legs. Different than trying to figure it out in your head, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
The head thing just makes it worse. Yeah. That's why the key word is where. Locate all the things that are happening up and down the body. Yep. That's the most important gateway to going deeper into this.
Yeah, because the other part is the spine kind of locking up, and it's still a little stiff, but it's not not the acute pain that it usually is sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You ready to go deeper?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember how intelligent and resourceful your body was in just working through it, right? It did it. And I can do it again as we go. You
So
mentioned earlier about that pain of like just wanting love, feeling alone and just wanting it and wanting it and wanting it. Where did that show up for you loudest?
I know every time I go back to that moment after basically my sister had encouraged some really dark things that I don't think YouTube will allow me to say. But
Mm.
when I had been kneeling in front of that toilet debating about doing it, I ended up tossing it into the toilet and running up into the attic bedroom she had put up for me, and just crying and hugging the pillow, and a lot of it was also in my chest.
Yeah. So being told to do something you didn't want to do?
No, she basically said I would be doing everyone a favor because no one wants me around.
Okay.
And you can kind of go
That's a
through
big moment. Yeah, let's work through that. Okay. Doing something because no one wants you around. Right. It's a terrible thing and it hurts.
especially to a 13-year-old, because
Absolutely.
it was something that when my guardians had done, and they were blaming me. They didn't believe me even though they had the evidence.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So again, you notice you're processing that moment and now it's bringing up emotion. Yeah.
they kept blaming me when it wasn't my fault.
No, it wasn't. So Allison, guess what we're going to do? You know where we're going next. Where do you feel it in your body?
Again, it's
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Literally this spot right underneath my
Okay.
right
And what
underneath.
else do you notice throughout the rest of your body? You notice it right there? How about the rest of your body?
Hands are tight.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to clench.
Okay, good. Feel the clenching in the hands, right? Body intelligent. Feel the clenching, right? Yeah. Just feel it. You're doing good. Let the hands clench. And I want you to try this next, okay? With me right now. Try this next. I want you to talk to that feeling, that pain that you feel right there, wherever you feel it in your body, right? Just up and down. And I want you to talk to it as if it's a child. And I want you to say, I allow and welcome you. Like it's a child. I allow and welcome you. Your pain is valid. Of course it hurts. I allow and welcome you.
I allow and welcome you.
Yeah. And just notice what happens. Just allow yourself to experience that. I allow and I welcome you.
It felt so powerless.
That's right. It was a terrible moment.
They were supposed to protect me, not hurt.
Back into the body. I allow and welcome you. Those tears, those emotions, I allow and welcome you.
I allow and welcome
Yeah.
I allow and welcome you.
Yes. In the body. Yeah. Keep talking to the sensation and the emotion in the body. I allow and I welcome you.
I welcome you.
Yeah. Hang in there with it. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. You can do this. Your body can do it.
That was a little weird.
What happening?
Basically, the cough, usually sometimes I'll try to suppress it because that means I'm getting a little too worked up. But the moment both of those did, I could breathe easier.
Yeah. Feel that. Look at that. Feel it. Uh-huh. You went through a big moment there. Keep being with it. Yeah. I allow and I welcome you.
I welcome you.
Right. And I want you to do another one. I trust my body to work through this. I trust my body to work through this.
I trust my body to work through this.
Yes.
I have survived all of my worst days.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah. You are doing it. Yeah. Now take a moment to explore the rest of your body. What's happening in the rest of your body?
I know a little bit of gratitude. I had part of what the words are tattooed here are you are stronger than you know.
Uh-huh.
Because I wanted a visual representation anytime.
Yeah. And feel that in the arm. You're anchoring right now unconsciously. It's beautiful, nice and slow, and feel it really nice and slow. Like soak it all up. Yeah. Yeah. Your body is intelligently anchoring back to safety all on its own. It's literally doing that. But just be very aware of it and notice it and feel it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of the times, like you kind of saw me earlier when I'm nervous. I still go pet
Yeah, that's great to use too, as the feelings are right there, right? Yeah. Okay, just keep scanning the body. Notice what's happening in the body.
There's not the rush to move. I know that much. It's a lot easier to breathe than it usually is when I'm in this state because there's times when I'll go crying for about an hour.
Yeah. But notice how this was different than those times when you're just by yourself crying. What do you notice that was different here?
A lot of the times then I kind of just get lost in the pain. I keep,
Lost in the thoughts of the pain.
yes.
Different. Exactly. Big difference. Yeah. Yes. Just give your body some time to move through that big wave, right? Just give you more time. Let your body feel it coming down all on its own. Once again, everyone that's listening, at any point did I tell Allison to calm down, do anything, try to calm her down, right? No, we're using the body intelligence, letting the body lead through every step of this, right? If anything, we did opposite. We're going to allow and welcome this. What? Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little hard
absolutely.
to do on your own, I have to say too, because a lot of the times, as I said, the thoughts was try to drag me back to
Yep.
basically the words that were said, of trying to figure out if she was right or not, and
Yep.
try to justify, go, why did it happen, and
Yep.
keep dragging me
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Asking why is a sure way to keep revving that engine and being stuck in it. Absolutely. As opposed to where do I feel this? Moves it to the direction of the body that wants to work through the emotion. Exactly.
Because I know at least lately that friend that I lost, even a year later, I'm still. We were friends for 5 years, and my therapist and I kept talking back and forth of the possible reasons why, and all it did was make all the child knows is that she lost someone that she thought was her brother, that she thought she could trust. And back when all that stuff happened, when I was just wishing for a friend, I had thought that that wish had finally been granted. So she doesn't understand why it's not.
Yeah.
Why.
So there's a friend that you lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now there's some feelings with that. Okay.
Yeah.
What are you feeling right now? Let's name it. Back to the steps. What do you notice feeling?
It's grief.
Yes. Absolutely. And where do we feel in the body?
Definitely in the tears.
Yep. In the face? Absolutely. Where else?
This one's a little further down the chest.
Yeah.
Probably more like down in here.
Yeah. Yeah. So just like all the other emotions, where there's the anxiety or the fear, same thing with the grief, right? Right there. I allow and welcome you, right? Right there in that location, right there in that location, talk to it. I allow and welcome you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know must have made his choice.
Yeah. The grief is welcome here. That grief, I allow and welcome you.
I,
Is there a name for that stuffed animal?
Aurora.
Aurora? Yeah. So feel Aurora. You're nice and slow though with it, right? Nice and slow. Nice and slow with that. Yeah. Even slower. Yeah. Really feel every fiber. There we go. And then come back to that feeling of the grief in the chest and keep going with that. I allow and welcome you.
Welcome you.
Yeah. Yeah. And just let your body experience the emotion, the sensation. Yeah. That's so welcome here. It's so valid to grieve a friend like that. So valid to grieve a friend like that. It's okay. Stay back in the emotion though, right? Stay back in the emotion, in the body, in the body.
I'll find out who it is later. It might end up being the doctor. I've got a lump in one of my legs that I need to figure out what's
Sure.
going on.
You do very good. Stay with the grief. I allow and welcome you. Your expression is welcome. Your tears are welcome. And just let the body feel and express what's happening.
Because I know, at least in the past, one of the things that would end up tucking me the other way is that I would get so frustrated because it's like, how many times am I going to stay in this loop? How many?
Yeah. So that's the part like the resistance to this, right? And so we're going to do the opposite of all that, as of like, how many times, why is this happening? Drop all that and just stay, where in the body do I feel this? There we go. And let it come up like that, just like that. Where in the body, right? Don't go to the thoughts. Where in the body? Yeah.
This spot right here.
Yes. Stay right there with it and say, I allow and welcome you. I allow and welcome all of you. Like it's a child. As if it's a child that's sad and scared and crying. I allow and welcome all of you. Yes. Yeah.
Because it's not just him, it's the friends I've lost back then too.
Yeah. There's a lot there, right? A lot of other people too. Yeah. There's probably a lot of grief there, Allison. A lot of grief. Understandable. And it's okay to cry. The body wants to cry, Allison. It wants to process the loss. You're doing it. I allow and welcome you. Stay with it. I allow. I allow and welcome you. Even when cough happens, the old pattern, I allow and welcome you. Yeah.
Because I know the old pattern is basically that I wasn't good enough. Those thoughts are still trying to.
Yeah, it's understandable. It's the old pattern, right? It's not bad. They just try to help you manage through things. And right now, we're just training a different way, right? Yeah, you're working through a lot. Big feelings here. They're big. They're big. We can acknowledge they're big as heck.
No, it's more of just like that weight coming off of my chest.
Uh-huh. Yeah, say that again one more time.
Every one of those coughs is basically just something getting expelled.
Uh-huh. Yeah. When we
I don't
just allow and welcome body intelligence, you do. Yeah, the body has its ways of releasing if we give it the chance to do what it needs to do. Yeah. Keep going right there. There might be plenty more. Right there in the body. I allow and welcome all of you.
know.
Just like a child talking to a child, you don't have to go anywhere.
I'm right
You
here.
belong here. You are welcome here. Yeah. 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 Yep. Just let your body feel what's happening. And the coughs are okay.
I'm also trying not to let my mind go into those spirals again because
Yeah. And it's okay if it happens. The mind, it's an old pattern. So we're reconditioning something new right now. Right. So don't judge the mind for wanting to protect you and try to figure things out. Like, oh, my mind's doing that thing. Where do I feel in my body? Ah, back in the chest. I allow and welcome you just like that.
which the weight's a lot less.
Yeah. Yeah. What else do you notice?
The pulse is a lot. Usually, a lot of the times the pulse would be skyrocketed, but it's a lot calmer right now.
Yeah.
Legs are wanting to move though, so I'm at least gonna swing this one a little bit more because that did really well. Throat's not as closed up as it usually would be.
Yep. Throat not as closed up. You noticing that? Yeah.
A lot of the times I would also be feeling a headache, but it doesn't feel that way right now. I could kind of feel like the start of one, like a little bit of pressure on the head,
Mm-hmm.
mainly here along the temples, but
Yep.
then I feel like I can breathe, which
Yeah.
that's the part about belonging. I think that's a bit of what that little me does want.
Repeat that again.
That part of the belonging.
Yeah. What do you notice with that part? That part of belonging.
You had kind of said it in the very beginning of wanting someone else to soothe, of trusting someone else to do it. And
Yeah.
I know when me and my friend were talking about a lot of the things that the one thing that I would admit is that I wasn't good at self soothing.
Uh-huh. And what do you notice now with that?
It's actually something that I can do,
Uh-huh.
which brings up a lot of trust. It brings up a lot of. It's not really a proud thing, like, oh, look what I've done, like that arrogant
No,
feel.
it's different.
It's more of, wow, maybe this could work.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. There's like a sense of trust. I think it's the most powerful word of all. There's a sense of like, oh, I can trust myself. I can trust my body. I can actually do this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because I know self trust is, but it basically one of the patterns that I kept getting into is a lot of self abandonment.
Mhm. Yeah. And notice when that self-abandonment happens, right? Typically we're feeling something,
Head.
right? We're feeling something, and then we're going to overextend and do something so that if I can just get the love, it can soothe this right here, right? And that's when we self-abandon and overgive and do all kinds of stuff, right? Yeah, to cope with it, right? But you did a very big thing just now, right? Waves and waves. And in this work is waves and waves, right? This feeling comes on, maybe several waves of that feeling coming, going, coming, going. And maybe after that gets worked through, another wave of a different feeling came on, right? But I want to say grief is such a beautiful thing you work through. And there may be more layers for you to work through them. And you know you can do it now. You have a clear imprint like, oh, I can actually be with this grief. And the way I like to tell people is that grief is like, if you allow yourself to grieve properly, like in the head in the story about it, is really allowing yourself to acknowledge how much you love these people. When we don't allow ourselves to grieve, we're trying to suffocate that as well, right? And so both happens when we allowed ourselves to really realize how much we love them. We can allow ourselves to grieve. They both happen hand in hand.
And see, the thing that always got me so frustrated and angry at myself is the fact that I still love these people even though they've hurt me so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's another layer, a different layer coming up, right? And then to notice that feeling right there that they did hurt you. And notice the part of yourself that just tried its best to just soothe this pain and put up with that because it wants soothing so badly to put up with that, right? Of course, you never were ever modeled how to feel through this your entire life?
No, because a lot of the times, when they would get angry at each other, they would just basically,
your parents.
Yeah, they would yell sometimes, and then they would just go off and shut down.
Yeah, exactly. So you never got how to be held and how to hold yourself through this. You have to be modeled this. You didn't get that. So I'm going to tell you, do you know how to speak Chinese, Mandarin?
No, I've taken Latin, I've taken French, but
Well, why the hell do you not know how to speak Mandarin? What's wrong with you?
I've never had a chance. There would be no chance for me to use it.
Exactly. You never learned it. There's no way in hell today you're going to speak Mandarin all of a sudden, right? So same thing with your ability to feel these emotions. Same thing with why you were in these relationships, right? You never knew how to own your internal experience and work through it. So you're going to do what you learned, which is abandon yourself, right? That was your only option, right?
Yeah.
So of course you did. It's actually the most logical thing, given you didn't have the other tools or the training or the support or the love to do what really needed to happen. So, but now, from this point on, now it's different. You're learning now to do this.
If I could add one more thing. Currently, I am married with a husband, and I know at least lately it gets to the point where physical touch has been an issue. And I know some of it was basically I just kept getting caught in pain and just not really wanting to be touched. So it's that whole paradoxical of I'm wanting soothed, I'm wanting loved, and yet.
Well, it's going to be very different when you're wanting the touch from a place that's not trying to soothe the pain, right? It's going to be very different. It's going to be a journey for you. Obviously, you're in this journey. You're beginning this journey. But when you're wanting to touch not from a place of I need to soothe the pain inside, it's going to come off very differently. And when touch, this is going to be another aspect, maybe another time. But working with the touch being unsafe. It sounds like a lot of terrible things happened to you. 13 years old sounds like a hint of some of that, right? Yeah. And so, of course, you associate touch with feeling unsafe, right? And so that can be worked through as well. Right? We don't have time for that, but that's the next thing is okay, working through the body to help work through that fear response. And what you can do, a quick little thing before we move on is tell your husband that you're working through a phase of working through the touch and that you just need him to just, when you want touch, is only when you're ready for it, right? To ask you, hey, is it okay to touch, right? Ask him for that. Also very reparative to work on that agency that was robbed of you. I guarantee that was probably robbed of you, the agency. And
Yeah,
so
that was something me
tell
and
them
my
like, I'm practicing this thing. It's not going to be forever, but for a phase, maybe months or so, I need you to ask me, hey, it's okay if I touch you. And then let me know and say it's okay if I don't want that. Right.
because that's actually something my therapist and I had noticed is that if I was aware of it at first, that it was going to happen, that I was okay. But the moment it came out of nowhere, that was always the case.
Exactly. So you're practicing this, right? It's not going to be forever, but until you get this sense of like, oh, I'm safe in my body and I can like say yes or no.
Yeah.
Then you have to do this for a while. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you're following the course, so you're going to use those skills to work on this aspect as well. Okay.
That being said, I'm on the self-guided right now. How much would it be to switch up to the mentorship where it's
The mentorship, yeah, that'll be a separate conversation. So just send me a DM directly, and I'll send you the details, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, the mentorship would be amazing if you want to go for that one. Yeah.
Thank you, Brian. It actually, for the first time in a while, it feels like I can breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really, really nice.
The magic was happening inside you, Allison. I'm just the training wheels, guidance, but you were the one pedaling the pedals, and making those wheels turn and helping your body do what it needed to do. Yeah. Yeah. Great work. Yeah. It was so beautiful and tender and powerful and all the beautiful things. And yeah, I'm excited for your journey. So yeah, thank you for volunteering. All right. Give your hands up to Allison, everyone. How about that? Wow. That's some courage. Wow.
Oh boy.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pull you off the stage. You can just continue to listen. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. How was that, guys? I want to hear in the chat. Right? How was that? Yeah. Yeah, there's similarities with other work, but this is a lot more focused on actually navigating the internal body experience. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. And Angel saying amazing. Holly saying beautiful. Nabella says heartwarming, courageous, brave, empowering. All right. All right. Let's see. In the back stage here, I want you to let me know in the private chat who else is ready. Who else wants to volunteer? Who else is ready in the backstage? I see there's Amy, Senya, Amber, Melanie, Teddy. Who's up to bat? Well, you all figure out getting yourself ready to want to come on. In the chat, live with everybody, how are we all doing? What did we learn about that process with Allison? Right. What did we learn? Yeah, Andrea tried along with her. Seems to help a lot. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Looks like we got people in the backstage ready and fired up and ready to go. So, Amber, you ready? Okay, I'm going to put you on stage, okay, Amber? Hey, Amber.
Hey,
All right, how are you doing?
I'm really nervous to do this.
That is so natural. It's probably the most natural thing to feel. But regardless, I just treat this as if it's just you and me talking, okay?
That's what I'm
As best we
telling
can.
myself. It's just us. We're good.
It's just us. Yeah. Okay. So I imagine you have some time to collect yourself. Like, what's the one big thing that you're challenged with, that you're confused about, stuck on, whether it's in the healing work or in your personal life? What's that thing?
Probably healing from betrayal and my own insecurities.
Yeah. Yeah. Betrayal. Healing from betrayal. Right. You're not alone in that. A lot of people have struggle feeling betrayed. And really what feelings that it brings up inside us along with that betrayal, those hurt feelings. Right. So you don't have to like is up to you. You don't have to get into excruciating detail, but like give me a general kind of like footnote of like what's the moment that triggered this betrayal.
It's just betrayal with my husband, and yeah, a lot of it. And so we're trying to heal a relationship, and it's honestly hard to love him again.
Yeah.
As much as he's changing, it's hard for me to, I don't know, allow my body to relax and be okay.
Okay. So we're going to work with that pain. You up for it and ready?
Yep.
Okay. I want you to think of the moment that you felt the pain the loudest. Right? You can visualize it in your mind's eye. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And as you see it, what feelings and emotions do you notice happening inside you?
Like panic, fear, anxiety,
Yeah.
lots of sadness.
Yeah. The fear, the panic, the anxiety. Yeah. And the fear, what is the fear afraid of? Fear of what?
Fear of the unknown, probably.
What could happen in the unknown?
I don't know.
What's the worst case scenario?
Feeling alone.
Being alone?
My kids.
Yeah. Being alone and the effect on your kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I my kids the most.
Absolutely. Right. It helps to squeeze out what the fear is about, right? Being alone, the effect on the kids, all these different things. And it can help the system when we make the unknown known. Because there's something that we know that we don't want to feel. That's what the fear is, right? So there's that. So there's that fear of being alone, on your own, the kids. There's a sadness, still the anxiety of that potentially happening, more of that. Anything else you notice, if you could name it?
I think just fear of the future, what it was going to look like.
Yeah. Yeah.
And confusion of what to do.
Yeah. If it doesn't work out, right? And that creates a lot of unknowns, being on your own. Doesn't mean it's real, but we have to work with the pain of that, right? So as you notice the fear of the unknown, and we know what the worst case scenarios are and the sadness, the next thing I'm going to have you do, as we practiced earlier with Allison, is notice where in the body do you notice those feelings?
A super heavy chest.
Yeah. Okay. Where else in the body do you notice anything?
My throat.
Yeah. There's a chest and the throat. Okay. So what I'm going to have you do is put your awareness right there, chest and throat. Just drop the thoughts right now for a moment. Just notice it right there and there. And I'm going to invite you to talk to it again as if it's a child that's hurt. And just talk to it and say, I allow and welcome you.
I allow and welcome you.
Yeah. Keep going. I allow and welcome you.
I allow and welcome you.
Yeah. Keep welcoming it. I allow and welcome you.
I allow and welcome you.
Yeah. You don't have to go anywhere. Just like you're talking to a child, you don't have to go anywhere. I allow and welcome you.
I allow and welcome you. I allow and welcome you.
Yeah.
I allow and welcome you.
Yeah. You're going to add another one to the mix. I trust my body to work through this.
I trust my body to work through this.
Yeah. And welcome the tears, welcome the emotion, welcome all the sensations in those areas. And as you feel that, what else do you notice throughout the rest of your body too?
I feel like I kind of want to start moving.
Yes. Yeah. Follow that until, yeah, keep going with that. Yep. Yep. Follow that rocking. That's good. It's amazing how much the body intelligence kicks in to help us work through it. You're doing it. Feel that rocking, what it does up and down your torso. Yeah. Stay in the emotion and the sensation.
I don't feel like it's as heavy anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. But feel what's there still. Just keep noticing and allowing and welcoming what's there. Just follow it as it shifts.
I allow and I welcome you.
Yeah.
I trust my body.
That's right. Yeah, stay in the body.
It's like I'm holding on to my arm super tight. I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah. There's still some different energies there. So just feel the arms. Yeah. Just be aware of it. You kind of have like a little bit of an ebb and flow, right? So maybe kind of squeeze, feel the squeeze, and then let go, squeeze, just kind of massage into it. Yeah, don't make it wrong. Just notice it and allow it. Yeah.
Wanting to take some like deep breaths
Yeah. Follow the impulse.
to
Yeah.
get it out.
Just follow the impulse. If your body wants to breathe deeply, do it. Only if it wants to. Let the body lead the process, body intelligence. What else are you noticing?
I'm getting calmer.
Yeah,
I feel like it's not as heavy there anymore.
absolutely. Yeah, that feeling just wanted to be acknowledged for its pain, its tears, its fear. Right. You have kids, right? You mentioned kids.
Mm-hmm.
When they're scared and they're crying, they're hurt. What do they want?
Love and attention.
Wants attention. They want to be held. Not made wrong for their feelings or told to go away. They want you to bring them closer to you. Same thing with these feelings and emotions inside ourselves. Same thing. Dropping the hamster wheel of thoughts. Why this? What this? And that. There's a emotion that's being brought up. That's also likely very old as well. And so that's something I think we want to dig into that. That's the sense. We want to go a little bit deeper. Are you ready for that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we are going to open up the emotions again. Okay. But remember, notice how it felt like, oh, I felt the emotions and my body worked through it. So anchor that in, like your body can move through heavy stuff because it just did. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to bring you back to that moment of betrayal again. Okay. So see it with your mind's eye. And as you see it, what do you notice happen for your feelings and emotions?
It's actually calmer this time. I kind of just like,
Huh?
screw you.
A little different, yep. It's very often that happens. But let's just give space for some of that residual feeling though, right? Even though it's not as loud as before, let's just like acknowledge like, okay, maybe there's still some sadness, maybe some anger, a little bit of that, or whatever that feeling is. Is that theme of like, I feel like unsafe, alone, can't trust, whatever those feelings are for you, just giving you examples, right? So notice those feelings that are there, even they're not as loud. And right now, I want you to take yourself back in time. What's the earliest times growing up that you felt similar to this?
Probably, I don't know, either my sister or my ex-boyfriend. A lot of anger.
Yeah. Which one's louder, between you and your sister or your ex-boyfriend?
My ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, let's go there then. All right. See your younger self there and your ex-boyfriend. And then get in touch with that anger. Just like same thing with sadness, fear, whatever the emotion, like let the anger have its place. Yeah. What do you know is happening with the anger?
Yeah, it's like, it's boiling.
Yeah, let it boil. Yeah.
So I like punch him.
Okay, let's work through that, okay? So first notice like the boiling sensation of the anger in the body. Okay. What do you notice about it? Like tightness, heat, what do you notice?
It's hot. It's red.
Yeah.
It's fiery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna drop all. You feel it right there in the chest here, right? Do you feel it coming towards like your arms or out towards like more vocally or an arm fist thingy, or what do you think? What do you feel?
Up my throat.
Yeah, something wants to come out vocally. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want you to visualize your boyfriend in front of you. And if you want, for extra credit, you can throw in other people that might have done similar stuff. Family, parents, throw them into the mix, okay? And like, yeah, let that anger build up. Like it's not wrong to feel angry at all, okay? So now, you can do it vocally out here. I have no problem with that, but you can also imagine inside yourself, you'll have similar effects. Is like, give that voice the full permission to say whatever the hell it wants to say. If it could just say, it could curse, scream, yeah, whatever it needs to be, right? When you're ready, let it build, let it build. When you're ready, I want you to go for it.
Screw you. You don't need to rule my life. I can do what I want. You don't have to be in charge of me. I can do whatever I want to do.
Would you say in that tone of voice or different?
I'd probably say it louder.
Yeah. How about a little bit louder?
Screw you. I don't care what you're doing and I don't care how you treat me, and you can go kiss my ass. I just don't care.
Is there more? Is that all of it or is there more?
Well, like I told my husband, I want to bury you in the backyard alive.
Yep. Throw all logic out the window. Keep going with it. Keep going with it.
I have my own life to live, and I don't care what you think or do or feel or act, or that's up to you.
Yeah.
I can do whatever the hell I want to do.
I could do whatever the hell I want to do.
I am okay with me.
I'm okay with me. Yeah. I'll let your body experience what's happening. What do you notice?
I feel like it's like,
Uh-huh. Keep feeling that. Keep feeling that.
it's like,
Yeah. Keep feeling it. Yeah. Be with it. Let your body experience what's happening.
like lights coming in.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm okay with who I am.
Uh-huh. And take time to feel that. I'm okay with who I am. Let that be felt. Soak in that. Let your body really feel what's happening. Yeah, feel the tenderness, that too. Yeah,
I've never been allowed to be who I want to be.
yeah. Yeah, let your body experience and express that. Yeah, all those tears are welcome. You know, you talk to those feelings and emotions. I allow and welcome you.
I allow and I welcome you. I allow and I welcome you.
Yeah, all those tears, every single one of them, all welcome here.
I allow and I welcome you.
And feel your body rocking with it. Right? It's helping you move with the energy your body doing. It's so intelligent. So divinely created to work through these very emotions. So perfect.
I don't know why I've been a doormat my whole life. But I can't do that anymore.
That's right. Yeah. I'm going to ask you this. We're going to keep processing, right? Let the emotions continue to move through your body. You're doing excellent, by the way, Amber. You're doing amazing. What were you trying to avoid feeling by being a doormat?
My own insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Tell me
taking
more about them.
I've never felt like I was enough.
You never felt what?
Never felt like I was enough.
Yes. Never felt like you were enough. So if you could just do all these doormat behaviors, then somehow that would soothe that pain, right? Did anyone ever teach you or show you how to move through this feeling of not feeling enough or small?
Never.
Right? So of course you did what the only thing you could figure out at the time from childhood, to be a doormat. Probably the only way you could be in that family. So of course you did that.
It's like I don't remember my parents ever treating me poorly. Just my boyfriend and
Okay. Well, let's play with that some more, right? When you were sad, scared, feeling insecure, who did you go to with those feelings?
I don't remember going to anybody.
Exactly.
My sister was diagnosed with bipolar and
Yeah.
my mom and dad were kind of checked out of life.
Yeah. So unavailable.
Mhm.
If you ever did anything that they disapproved of or didn't like, what would happen?
Honestly, I don't even remember.
Yeah. Right. Maybe it's so painful it's blocked out. But I'm going to have you try this. Imagine coming to them. Just try to imagine it right now as if you're a child coming to them, like you're feeling scared, you're feeling sad, you're feeling lonely, or you made a mistake or about something. Imagine yourself as a child going to them. What happens?
I'm really nervous.
Exactly. There's a fear.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because something bad is going to happen. Can you sense that?
Yeah.
That if I bring this to them, something bad is going to happen.
Yeah.
What could that be?
I don't know. Maybe not getting the attention that I need as a little kid.
Yeah.
I remember being so full of anxiety and panic all the time.
Yeah. And they want to give you that, right? Which is a form of abuse, right? Neglect, abuse, it's the same thing. It's abusive to neglect a child like that with all these emotions.
I think my mom was checked out of life. My mom and dad had a horrible relationship, and So she was checked out, and I remember them supporting me and being there for me, but
Right. But yeah, but wait a minute. Let's make sure we're careful there, because you just told me that when you had these feelings to come to them, like that brings anxiety to you, right? So
yeah.
maybe they're for you in other ways. They fed you, they sheltered you, they took you to school, they bought you your school books, they did the materialistic things. You did stuff that seemed like normal family stuff. But this more deeper rooted stuff, the stuff that really mattered, you couldn't bring that to them. In fact, the idea of bringing it to it brings anxiety.
Mhm.
And it tells me everything about your relationships now, and you being a doormat now. You can't bring your full feelings and your vulnerability because there's a fear that I'm going to be neglected, I'm going to be abandoned, or something else. There's some negative association with that, right? So you learn that very early on. And so I'm kind of painting this picture to help you see like the origins of this stuff. That's not always obvious. Not a lot of times it's not super obvious, but we're already getting hints of that. You see that,
Mhm.
right? And at the end of the day, you get the feeling that I don't matter,
Yeah.
right? Other people matter more than me. Their needs matter. That's the only way I can kind of get some kind of feeble connection,
Mhm.
right? And then the doormat stuff happens. And so that's going to be a journey to process more of those layers of pain. You did an example of that to help give yourself permission, opposite of being a doormat, to feel your anger, because that's valid and it's understandable, to feel your sadness and your fear. You learn to hold yourself through those emotions in a way that you were wanting that for your parents. Every child does. It's necessary for survival. And so, like, what we're doing is helping you learn to give that to yourself now, to acknowledge your own feelings and like trust that you can move through those things that you did beautifully, incredibly, right? But there's like a lot of origin stuff here that we have to work with time. That's the journey.
Mhm.
And all those moments where your husband now triggers these old feelings that I don't matter, right? And so on. Yeah. But, without diving too much into it, but like, what did you notice with like kind of zooming back out again? What was it like to move through these heavy feelings?
It's kind of crazy. It was a lot to process. Like I felt like I'm happy and now I'm crying all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's waves like this, right? Because oftentimes we process one wave of stuff and then something else come up because we all have a complex history,
Mhm.
a lot of different feelings and insecurities and fears, right? And we process the wave as it came and go, right? Remember what happened with Allison, right? Moved to a big wave and then a
Mhm.
different wave from a different thing, and it brought up a different grief of loss, and then you worked through the grief, and that felt great. And then there's a pain of like, oh, but they hurt me so much, and having to process that, right? And so that's why this is a journey, a deep one. It's multifaceted, multi-layered, but you got a glimpse of what it's like to like, oh, if I can actually ride that wave, it actually feels damn good on the other side of it when I don't try to resist the pain inside, right?
I felt like I'm processing things, especially through this grief cycle. I
Yeah.
feel like I processed the anger and all of that, but I think I still have a lot more.
Absolutely. Yeah. Especially in the body. There's so much body memory,
Mm-hmm.
grief and anger. What did you notice as we were helping you move through those different feelings, the fear, the sadness, the anger, more sadness again? What did you notice this time differently, working through that versus before?
Like the first time compared to this last time,
Or just throughout this session here?
I'm able to feel it in my body instead of just go to my coping. I have
Yeah.
a hard time feeling feelings, so I just go and I cope.
Yeah.
But I made myself, sit here and go through all of it and feel it.
Yeah. And what did you notice about like actually really sitting through it different than other times, even trying to process on your own or other things?
Actually felt the pain.
Yes, exactly. Right. We really got you to touch it.
Yeah.
And it takes longer than we realize to really move through the full cycle of one of those waves.
Thinking,
Right.
man, I got a lot of work to do. We can be here for hours.
Yeah. Well, it's what it's a journey, right? So, and you're in that journey, right? And but yeah, feel like those moments of like, those are the moments like, okay, that was hard, but like, there's a sense of release on the other side of that.
Mhm.
The tears had to happen, and then there's a relief. The anger had to be expressed. There was boiling anger,
Mhm.
and then it turned to feeling like good about it,
Yeah.
and then like it was like evaporating, right? We just allow ourselves to in the body connect to it, and sometimes it's not just feeling in the body. Something has to be expressed, like a "fuck you" kind of energy was coming out, right?
Mhm.
Which is like claiming that voice inside that had to probably be suppressed for a long time.
Yeah.
I imagine,
Mhm.
yeah. And so you're giving yourself permission here. Saying it to people out in the real world, that's not the point. It's like here we give ourselves permission, right?
Yeah.
And it work and it helps blow off that pressure cooker effect that's inside. Yeah.
Yeah. I think my main thing is that I need to be okay with me, and I haven't been
Yep.
that.
Yeah. And you felt that. That was huge too. Like, I'm okay being myself. Right.
Yeah.
And there's emotions that were trying to be expressed by owning that. Yeah. It's going to be, you're amazing work, Amber. That was great. Yeah. So much
you.
courage. So I appreciate your vulnerability, and so much learning for everyone that's watching here right now. Yeah.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah. You're very welcome. Great. Great work, Amber. Okay. I'm going to put you back into the backstage again. All right. Ooh, going through some powerful emotions, feelings. The healing is in the feeling. And I want to really stress this to everybody that healing work, transformation work, changing ourselves is not in one big moment. A moment can be big like that. You saw it with Allison and Amber, but it's retraining our relationship with our emotions. And that takes consistency and practice. Just like our wounds, our traumas that molded us to who we are, that was a consistent process every day, every week, where we felt like our parents were abusing us, neglecting us, or just not being there for us in the way that we really needed. And we were getting that conditioning over and over that our feelings don't matter. Our feelings don't matter every day, every week. Or that if we were to express ourselves, we would get punished, right? And we're getting that every day, every week in different forms, small little micro things to big things. That's a conditioning of years and years and years, all the way up until adulthood. So in order to transform out of that, it's not going to be in one big moment. You can have a big moment of relief, but it's going to be that consistency of retraining us out of that, meeting that anger again and again in a different way, meeting that shame, the grief, the sadness, the fear, the panic. And every time we do it, just like Allison and Amber did, the body learns a new way every single time. It learns a new way. Like, oh, like it's okay to feel through this emotion. And like, oh, I have to stay in it longer. Something wants to be expressed, and it's just learning. It's a new imprint on how the body deals with emotions, and then that becomes a default. Eventually, with enough practice, that becomes a default. And like, yep, I got this. Sadness is coming up. Let me meet it, move through it, out of it fast in minutes. Not crashing, suppressing, lost in your head for hours, days, if ever you ever get past it, really. And if you're not processing it, you're not getting past it. You just either get swept under the rug, your body's still holding on to it, and then blows up in another moment, right? So amazing work, guys. Amazing work. All right, let's do one last round. Okay. Who else is ready in the chat? Melanie. All right, Melanie. Come up to bat. And I'm going to put you on stage right now.
Hello.
All right. Hey, Melanie.
Hi, Brian.
Yeah, so good to have you.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're definitely scary.
Well, just like with Amber, just pretend it's just you and me. Okay. It's just you and me.
Yes, I'm ready.
So just like with Amber and Allison, what is like that thing that you're stuck on? Right. In the
Yeah.
journey, in life, what's that thing?
Okay, I would say the main theme for me that I feel like has been like where I've been stuck is finances. And playing really small, constantly relying on others, whether that's my partner, my parents, my best friend, and they're all willing to be there for me, which is so beautiful in that experience. But I've noticed that I really, to this day, like all my life, I've never, and it feels shameful to say, but I've never really made much money for myself. I've always had some money,
Yeah.
but never really stepped into like a full income. And yeah, I know there's something there. I've been afraid of
Yeah.
for a while.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's play around with it. Okay. Um, what makes money scary for you? What aspect of it?
What aspect of it? I feel like I don't know.
It's
I
okay.
I feel like the first thing that comes to me, and I don't know if it's just to say something, is that like a fear of completely losing it all, or I don't know. It feels like the only time that I've gotten a large sum of money, or several times gotten large sums of money, is when my parents passed away.
Mhm.
So I feel like there's an association with money and loss, or money and death.
How did it feel when you had that large sum of money?
Felt really good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then what happened with it?
Blew it all
Yeah.
quickly.
And when you blew it all, how did that feel?
Not good.
Hmm.
And I think that when I did have that large sum of money, I would spend it, and I would spend a lot of it quickly, and I would feel really guilty like as I was spending it.
So there's when you do have money, there's like this impulse out to spend like I want to spend a lot of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So we're gonna go opposite. Um, if you just imagine just having money and not spending a lot of it, right? Kind of just imagine just like you're holding just like in all those points in time where, okay, oh, there's this shiny object or this thing I want to buy or whatever. If you imagine like holding back, just play with the experiment right now, like not actually splurging.
Hmm.
What feelings and emotions that does that bring up inside you?
Almost like a anxiousness or an urgency.
Hmm.
Like almost, yeah, I would say anxious.
Yeah. So anxiety comes up. If I don't spend it now, there's like fear that comes up inside of some degree.
Yeah, like I feel excited, and I'm like, "Ooh, I really want to get this."
Yeah. Okay. Um, I'm curious too. We're gonna dance around, play around, and then we're gonna weed all this stuff out. Um, what was your relationship with getting what you wanted growing up?
Mm. I always really got what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't really have to work hard for it. I think
Hmm.
in the beginning I didn't always get what I wanted, but then when my dad passed away, my mom really, I think, enabled me and coddled me a lot.
Tell me a little bit more about when before your dad passed away that you didn't really get what you wanted.
um, I think my dad, when I didn't get what I wanted, it would be in terms of like if I was struggling with something. And as a kid, because he died when I was 9, so or 8, but when I was struggling with anything like schoolwork or anything that I was just having trouble with, and I needed that help, and I was afraid, he would always either like really challenge me, and to the point where it was like he would either hit me or pull my ear or something, or kind of just like it felt very shameful, the experience. um, Even though I
Mm.
know it was out of love in a way, but
Yeah.
he was always really challenging me. So I would always I noticed as a kid, I think I would give up often, or like, I can't do it. And
Mm.
um, my dad would get like really angry with that defeatist kind of mindset. So he wouldn't really. That's what I feel like when it came to like giving me what I wanted. It felt like there was a like physical, material things. I definitely got what I wanted, but I feel like that wasn't really the focus. It was more of if I wanted something from him, like that loving presence, he wasn't just gonna give it to me. Like if
Yeah.
I was wanting that.
And what do you notice feeling as you recall that?
I feel like almost a little tightness in my throat, like
Yeah.
a little tiny burning sensation.
Mhm. Let's see if we can amplify a little bit. Take me to a specific moment that really, you felt this sort of dynamic between you and your father, where he would punish you instead of actually support you. You're trying your effort, but it's not what he approves of. What you want is not what he approves of.
Yeah. The first moment that came to me was like doing homework and crossword puzzles.
Hmm.
And I think my teacher was saying that I wasn't doing them, so I got in trouble, or I didn't finish mine. And maybe I was about 7. And I remember my dad was upset with me.
Yeah. So you didn't do the right work in the right way.
Yeah.
And he's getting upset. How was he getting upset with you? What was his reaction?
Like, I think I didn't do the assignment I was supposed to.
Hmm.
And he sat me down in the kitchen and at the table and was like, do the crossword puzzles now,
Hmm.
as he was cooking. And I didn't know what to do. I was confused. I think I just didn't understand it.
Yeah. Didn't
And
understand it.
yeah, I didn't understand. And I needed help, which is why I didn't do it. But
Yeah.
he was kind of forcing me to figure it out. You're going to figure it out and sit here, and we'll sit here until you figure it out.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
as you recall that, what feelings and emotions do you notice if you were to just name it?
Sadness, I feel almost like a little welling up. Shame, like a lot of shame.
Yeah. Yeah, great awareness. So there's sadness welling up, there's shame coming up.
Hmm. Like
And
I'm,
as we do,
yeah,
where in the body do you feel that?
here,
Yeah.
like that. So really,
Is it like pulsing?
mhm.
Yeah. And as you notice it, I want you to talk to it as if it's a child and just talk to it. I allow and I welcome you.
I allow and welcome you.
Especially that shame piece. Sounds very quiet.
Hmm. Feels
I
very,
allow and I welcome you.
I allow and I welcome you. I can feel it moving, the sensation.
Yeah. Where is it moving to?
It feels like a heat, like moving, like a wave moving up into my head.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep following that transfer of energy. Just let it happen.
Okay.
Keep talking to it if it feels good. I allow and welcome you.
I allow and welcome you. I allow and welcome you. I allow and welcome you.
And what do you notice?
I notice that the sensation in my throat feels like a burning. It's like the acid reflux that I feel like I get all throughout the day.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a burning sensation in the throat.
Yeah.
So as you feel that burning sensation, what's the impulse with that? Your body, what does your body want to do?
Mhm. I feel like wants to ask for help.
Yes. Yeah. Something wants to be expressed. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. How would it want to ask for help? Even
Just
if it could just be 10% of the expression of it, how and what would it want to, in what way would it want to ask for help?
feeling like I need help. I don't understand this. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Feeling like
Yeah. Try to give it the voice again. Repeat that again.
I need help. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I feel scared.
Yeah. What's happening in the body when you say that?
I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. Talk to that feeling. I allow and welcome you.
Oh, I welcome you. I allow and welcome you.
It's welcoming the tears.
I need help.
Yeah.
I feel scared.
Yeah, of course you needed help. And that is scary.
I hear a voice that says I'm not stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Feel that. I'm not stupid. Keep expressing that.
I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
I just feel scared.
Yeah. Yeah. Feel the words of it in the body. I'm not stupid. I'm just scared.
I'm not stupid. I feel scared.
Yeah.
Heart is pounding, it feels like.
Yeah.
Allow and welcome
Yeah. I allow and welcome you. I allow and welcome you.
welcome you.
Yeah, to talk to that sadness. It's welcome here. It's valid. Those tears.
I allow and welcome you. I allow and welcome you. I allow and welcome you.
What are you noticing now? What's happening?
It's like a feeling in my right ear. It's sensation, like almost like an opening up.
Uh-huh.
It feels like, yeah, it just feels like something's in my right ear. It's weird.
Yeah, just keep noticing it and allow it to happen. Yeah. What else are you noticing throughout your body?
My hands are vibrating. The sensation like feels like there's like a tingling in my hands.
Yeah. Keep noticing the tingling and talk to those sensations. I allow and welcome you.
I allow and welcome you. I allow and welcome you. I allow and I feel like I could hear I'm scared.
Yeah. Give that voice. I'm scared. Where do you feel the fear?
Scared. It's like in my groin.
Yeah. So you notice it there. Where else do you notice the fear?
Right in my heart.
Yeah.
Here.
And as you feel it in those places, what's the impulse of your body? What does it really want to do?
I just want to open up.
Yeah.
A feeling like this. Almost.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Your body wants to take up space, sounds like. Good. Yeah, let it take up space. And notice how it feels as you're taking up space. Arms, legs, body. That space, does it feel like it wants to push something? Or just wants to take up space? Like what is it? What's the nature of it?
Feels like it just wants to go like this.
Okay. That's perfect.
Like a opening up.
Very good. Notice how that feels as you do it. What do you notice as you're doing that?
I want to smile.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah. So we're going to try something. I want you to stay with your body wanting to expand and take up space. Stay with it, feel it. And I want you to imagine your father in the picture again, doing what he always does, always did back then.
Okay.
Here you are, you're needing help. You're trying your hardest. You need help. Your father's there. And notice your body is still taking up space. And as you do that, what do you notice happen inside you?
I feel like I want to cave in.
Yeah. So feel that edge between caving in and wanting to take up space. Right in that edge between taking up space and caving in. And as you stay on that edge, what do you notice happen inside you?
I feel like I don't even know how to describe it. It just sounds like a sensation, or it's like a feeling that feels like it's like deep in my heart
Yeah.
and moving in my throat.
Yeah. Yeah. What wants to happen next? If anything could happen next, what wants to happen next?
I just want to smile. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What emotions do you notice with that?
It feels like a sense of calm and peace.
Uh-huh. Notice that.
Feels
Notice.
good.
Yeah. So I want you to answer very authentically and honestly, not give me what you want me to hear. Is it okay to ask for help?
I heard no.
Yeah. So pay attention to that voice that says it's not okay to ask for help. Right. Yeah. Now allow it to speak more. What makes asking for help not okay?
I get punished,
Yeah. Yeah.
physically harmed.
Yeah.
Lose love.
Lose love. Yes. Where in the body do you notice that feeling?
The same area.
Yeah. So stay connected to that area right there. And once again, talking to it, I allow and welcome you.
I allow and welcome.
Let the body express through emotions and tears, sensations. I allow and welcome you.
I allow and welcome you. I allow and welcome.
That feeling of hurt, fear and hurt of being punished is so valid. And just giving it acknowledgement, lots of space to be expressed right here. Lots and lots of space to be felt in the body.
I allow and welcome you.
All those tears are welcome here.
These tears are welcome. Allow and welcome you.
Yeah, you're doing so good. You're doing so good. Yeah, just feel the sensation of the emotion. Let your body experience what's happening.
I allow and welcome
What are you noticing happening next?
you. Like a vibrating, buzzing on my right arm and
Yeah,
hand.
yeah, yeah. Continue to let it buzz like that. Let your body buzz and vibrate. What else do you notice?
Same feeling in my right ear opening up.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like when your ear pops on a plane or like that feeling.
Yeah. Keep noticing and allowing that to happen. What else do you notice throughout your body?
Feels like almost cement in my chest.
It's a heavy feeling there now. It's a little different. Mhm.
Feels like I'm carrying like bricks on my heart or something.
Yeah. What do you notice around those bricks?
Cement. It's like a wall.
Mhm. Yeah. A wall against what?
Love. Feels like.
hmm Yeah. It's one like there's a sense of like it needs to protect something. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of that feeling just being here, how would your body want to express the protection if it could?
How would I want to express it?
Yeah. If your body could express that sense of I need to put up a wall to protect myself, how would it want to do that?
Like this.
There you go. Yeah. Feel that. Feel it in your muscles, in your joints. Yeah. What do you notice happen inside you as you do that?
It's like the groin sensation is kind of becoming more pronounced on the left side.
hmm Yeah. Notice that your body wants to do this. That's really good. So keep feeling that more and more. And I want you to imagine your father's energy or even other people like him coming at you, trying to punish you. And I want you to feel that in your arms, the protection happening in your arms, protecting yourself from it. It's coming at you, the punishment is coming at you, and feel it in your arms, trying to protect. Yeah. Yeah. And as that's happening, what are you noticing inside?
My chest is like pounding.
Yeah. Yeah. What else does your body want to do? If it could do anything right now, what else does your body want to do?
Scream.
Yeah. How would it want to scream?
You want me to actually scream?
Yeah, you can. I have no problem with it. Up to you.
More
You
like
want you can do inside scream or an outside scream, whatever that feels right for you.
feels like a roar, maybe.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. So when you're ready for it, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Is there more? Yeah. Notice anything else that wants to happen right now. Your body, your voice.
Feels like I want to clench my hands and just squeeze something, like really
Yeah. There you go. Just feel it clenching.
and squeeze something.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. That's perfect. That's great right there.
It's toilet paper.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Let it feel it. Let your body do exactly what it wants. Yeah. Say with that motion, I allow and welcome you. Talk to it like a child. I allow and welcome you.
I allow and welcome you. I allow and welcome you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I welcome you. I allow and welcome you.
Yeah. You're doing so good, Melanie. So much courage to be right here. So much courage to be right here, giving these exact feelings and emotions their place.
I'm here to protect you now. I allow and welcome you.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcoming those tears.
I allow and welcome you.
Yeah, just letting your body ride the wave of those emotions. Just let your body ride the waves of it coming and going, coming and going.
I allow and welcome you. I allow and welcome you.
Yeah, feel that rocking that's happening in the body naturally. Yep. Yeah, just let your body naturally do it. Notice how it feels.
I allow and welcome you.
What are you noticing now throughout your body?
Feels like that same sensation with the opening of my ears, but it feels like it's on both sides now.
Yeah. Yeah. So more is opening up. Your body's kind of coming out of a tightness there. What are you noticing below your head throughout your body?
The sensation in my groin is there,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a little lighter.
Mm-hmm.
My chest feels lighter.
Yeah, just give your body some more time. It's big feelings and emotions. It takes time to work through them. Just give your body some more time. And notice, does your body want to do anything else? Is there any impulse anywhere in the body to do something else?
I feel like I want to stretch my legs and
Yeah.
my feet.
Yeah.
Almost like that same pushing out.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful.
Feels like that.
And as your body so intelligently works through that by taking up more space, what do you know is happening inside you as you're doing those things?
Feel calm inside me.
Yeah.
Calm.
Yeah, that's very good. Keep letting your body do that. Notice it in your arms, your legs, all around your body. What else do you notice now?
Um, I noticed like a sensation going from like my neck to my head, like the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like an opening up almost.
Absolutely. Just let it happen.
Yeah.
What else do you notice? As that is happening, what else do you notice?
So it's just a light tingling in my like it's like by my rib cage on the right
Mhm.
side.
Yeah.
Feels like a twitch in my knee,
Uh-huh.
a little twitching thing.
Yeah, just letting the knee twitch.
Do I just follow each sensation? There's so many.
Yeah. Yeah. Just continue to notice what's there. Yeah.
Okay.
So as you continue to notice your body working through those points of activation, right? I think the question at the very beginning was, why can't I, make money?
Yeah.
And to me, I'm not sure if it's so much about the money, but about the doing the work to make money, to learning a new skill, practicing doing the tasks to make money.
Yeah.
It sounds to me that there's some fear of that. Right? If I'm doing work, doing something, I'm afraid I'm not going to get it right. I'm afraid I might, make a mistake while I'm doing the work. Whatever it is, pursue your dream, whatever that action thing, doing something that requires learning and practice. And to me, it sounds like there's a lot of pain associated with that,
Yeah.
right? And so that's the work, that's the path to freedom. It's going to be a journey here, is because there's association. I'm going to be punished for just not being able to get it right. Won't be able to ask for help. Because in any business, venture, career, job, we're going to be confronted with moments where we don't know what we're doing. And we're going to have to ask for help or figure something out. And if that's not okay, if we learn very early on that that's not okay, then it would make sense. Well, I'm not going to put myself in that dangerous situation, right? The perception of that, right?
Yeah.
So, maybe a seemingly light question of like, I don't know, I got money issues, not sure what's going on with this, comes down to a very deep pain of like, I'm going to be punished, shamed, attacked physically, emotionally. There's a lot of danger associated with putting in effort to do something, right? That you may not fully know how to do.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. How's it feeling as we're kind of processing this?
It feels really good, honestly. And I feel like that insight is huge. And just seeing how it's played out when I did have jobs and when I did try to put myself out there, that I either play really small where I don't have to like put too much effort in,
Yep.
or when it was like a little bit bigger, that I did have these like blowouts with, and I'm not a confrontational person, but I would have
Yeah.
these blowouts, and I had a major blowout just for asking to get paid for a job when I was,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
it's like,
Asking for your needs.
yeah, it was a solidification, I feel like, of like, oh, see, not safe, not gonna do that anymore. And I'm 35, about to be 36 now, and I still have never made above like $20,000 a year, like, which
Yeah.
numbers are, I mean, but
Yeah. It's not about the money. It's the pain that's associated with putting in effort, right? Whatever it is, right?
exactly.
Yeah. So this is a big one here. And so the journey to breaking out of this pattern is to confront this pain, right? It's trying to be avoided ultimately, right? Don't want to try it too hard because then I'm going to expose myself to taking more risks, making a mistake, putting myself in the unknown. If that happens, then I'm going to get punished, shamed, blamed, attacked, right?
And I think that I also would, that I knew when I had a job that I almost got hired for, that was like a role that I would really be required to do what you were saying, like failure and disappointments and working hard,
Yeah.
that I kept hearing over and over in my head as I was waiting, oh, what if I disappoint her? What if I disappoint her? And I was like, wow, this is like screaming at me as I'm like just going throughout the day, like a,
Yeah.
so I see how, and even now I feel a lot of like sensations in my throat. So I'm like, I don't know if there's pain around me not saying like speaking.
Yeah. There's multiple pains, right? To express is one layer of it, right? It's like a little jumbled onion. One layer of that is the speaking aspect. It's not safe to speak and express needs, help, whatever, express something.
I
Then
see.
there's the other aspect of just like trying something that, you make a mistake on, right? That you kind of fumble through. You don't know what you're doing. I don't know the answers. I don't know how to do this. And then that brings in like the punishment of your father, right?
Right.
So, and then talking about even worse, right? So there's like layers that are compounding against each other. So what we did is help work through some layers of those pain
Yeah.
of that punishment, and then help some of that protective response that your body wants to do to say, no, I'm not going to take that. Right? Because that little girl inside has all these trapped survival responses of like, fuck you, right?
Yeah.
I'm still going to ask for what I want. So like, it's going to be a evolution to get to that stage. But we're trying to tease out a little bit of that fight in you to counterbalance the like going into shame, retreating, freezing up, and those kind of things.
That
Right?
makes sense. So thank you so much, Brian.
Yeah. There's going to be a little bit of a healing hangover here, but keep touching this, work with this here of like, what did little Melanie really need to allow her to actually speak her needs to get help, to have the support to learn something she doesn't know, right? What does she need to do that she didn't have? What does she need to get or have there that she didn't get? The kind of love and support, the permission to protect herself,
Yeah.
whatever that is. That's going to be a practicing, retraining that part of yourself. Right? It's not going to be one flash of a moment. This is because your father was doing this to you over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Right. So it's really conditioned inside you down to a cellular level. And so we're helping you do the opposite of that now, practicing, giving some voice. A little of that primal grunting and roaring was trying to unlock something, reclaim some more power there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Great work, Melanie. I know it was hard. It was hard. It was heavy, but that's how deep that pain was. That's how big it was. And it was driving all these seemingly money issues is much deeper than that, right? But once you start to crack through these very under layers, then you're going to be able to give yourself permission to go out there and put yourself out there,
Yeah.
right?
So I
To go
basically
for bigger
just-
projects that you know you're
Yeah.
capable of, take risks, and therefore make more money.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'll
Yeah.
just basically keep meeting it when it comes up, essentially, or kind of like not
Yeah.
force, but like sit with it or ask.
You need it like this, but also what needed to happen that didn't happen. What needed to happen that didn't happen.
Okay.
And I would say also start practicing giving yourself experiments day to day where you're putting yourself intentionally in situations. They're not crazy big, but like little small experiments where like, oh, I don't really know. I'm going to do this activity, job, play, sports, whatever, where I know I'm going to be in a situation where I might not fully know how to be proficient at that, but I want to expose myself to that risk and help your body work through that freak out, essentially, right? As opposed to going to a coping mechanism of making yourself small or avoidance, right? There's a lot of avoidance happening too.
Definitely.
All
I
right.
think I know where to start.
Yeah. Yep. Do that as soon as possible. Strike while the iron is hot.
Yes, exactly. That's what
Okay.
I'm here for.
Yep.
Life.
Amazing. All right.
Awesome.
Great work, Melanie.
Thank you a million times.
Yeah, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right. Wow. That's just back-to-back deep work, guys. Right? Into the depths of your soul. And the stuff that controls us through the darkness. I'm curious in the chat, what are we learning from all that? Right? What are we learning from all that? Let me know in the chat. I'll give you some teasers as you guys collect your thoughts. The biggest one is like getting out of the head and into the body. That's where the real work is. That's where it's the hardest, as you can see. And that's why we avoid it at all costs. We'd rather be in our thoughts. But when we get out of the thoughts into the body, things actually start to move and change. It gets louder at first. You all saw that when we go into like, okay, where in the body do we feel it? I allow and welcome you. There's an intensity that increases that we're wanting, that everyone's trying to avoid. But we stay with it, it increases, and eventually it moves. Maybe it has to be tears, anger, whatever it wants to be expressed, and then it starts to dissipate. And then maybe another wave of something else just pops in, and that wants to be worked through, right? So you can notice that there's waves and waves of this coming and going with all these feelings. Another big one too is like oftentimes we think like the thing that is like the issue for Melanie, the money issue, or for Amber, it's like the betrayal. It's like actually traces back to much deeper pain, deeper and deeper pains. They're more rooted in those moments in life where we felt the most vulnerable and helpless as a child. Because as a child, if you're experiencing these things, it feels so life or death survival. That's why the intensity is so loud. Even though it makes no sense today in the present moment, the intensity was so loud for us as a child. We were the most helpless. And if we didn't have the love and safety to move through those feelings, then we're just going to be left overwhelmed with them. And then we have to cope and we have to manage it, suppress it, do behaviors to try to not feel it because we can't feel it. It's too much to feel alone as a child. So then we act like a doormat, like what we learned with Amber. Or we cling to other people, begging and chasing love, even at the expense of ourselves, like Allison. Or we avoid putting ourselves into avoid risk and not putting ourselves out there, like Melanie, right? To pursue her passions, career, and jobs, things that can make her something more than just money, obviously, right? To like put yourself out there, to try something new, to take a risk. So let's see. In the chat, we're hearing Barry says, learning to welcome the feelings and emotions, good or bad, don't push them away. Yep. In the body, especially in the body. BZ says, I've learned to let my body just release all my fears, pain, and anger. I've been suppressing it my whole life. I needed this. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, absolutely. It's easy in concept, but in practice it's pretty brutal. It can be very hard. But you can see when we can stick through those waves, they come and go, and the more you practice that, it smooths out over time. Doesn't become quite as wild and crazy, but at first it is. All right. Amazing, guys. Thank you all for hanging in there and witnessing some really powerful, very extremely deep work. I will see you guys online as always. That ends this session. Take care, everybody. Bye.